I went 3-1 in the Flagship tournament. That's it. That's what happened. However, if you want to know the matchups, my deck list, my thoughts about this deck and future changes, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button. In the tournament, I have beaten Lucci, Moria, and Green-Purple Luffy. My only loss was against Purple Luffy, which the player won the Flagship tournament. I've also brought the same deck to my local store event, which I went 2-1. I've beaten Yellow Greenlaw and Red Zoro, but I lost to God Usopp. I bricked with like 3 8-cost Luffy in my starting hand, so it was an unlucky game. All in all, none of the games felt impossible to win, and I still feel very confident with this leader. So, here is my deck list. Let's start with the main curve. 4 Basil Hawkins and 4 Kikunojo. These two are my favorite yellow characters. They usually stick to the board and you can keep attacking with them. They have amazing trigger effects too. Overall, amazing cards. 4 Charlotte Cracker. I play this card mainly for the trigger. When you take damage and trigger this card, you typically will have lower life than your opponent, so the extra 1k power and double attack will force your opponent to make difficult choices. 4 Nico Robin. Her effect is amazing with our leader effect. You play this card, trash a life, and you draw 1 card from leader effect, practically giving you 2 cards advantage. Play this card whenever you can. 3 Jozu. This card can remove your opponent's 6-cost threat while also recycle your tech cards like Hiyori and Nojiko. However, it can be a bit tricky to use if you don't have something to bounce. 3 Charlotte Lin. Play this on curve to force your opponent to either give you a life card, which is good, or thrashes their life and giving you a card draw, which is even better. 7 cost with 8k power is very threatening too. Very nice card. 4 Eustace Kid. Similar to Nico Robin, his effect is amazing with our leader effect. By playing this card, you instantly gain 2 cards advantage, while also let you cycle your hand at the end of your turn. Amazing card. 3 Monkey D. Luffy. This is our top end finisher that utilizes our draw power. It has rush, and when attacking, you discard 1 card to bounce a 4-cost character back to hand, while also attaching a Rested Dawn to a character or leader. This effect can let you easily bypass small blockers, and in some rare cases, you can also choose to bounce your own characters like Hiyori or Nojiko, so you can play them again. This effect is not an own play effect, so you can use it every turn. It's absolutely amazing. Now let's move on to our defenses. 4 Zeus. Take 1 life card, KO a 5-cost character, usually your opponent's blocker. Leader effect lets you draw a card. Amazing. 4 Hiyori. Take 1 life card, put something of your choice back to life. Leader effect lets you draw a card. This card is absolutely cracked with our leader effect. Amazing card. 4 Gum Gum Red Rock. The best removal in the game. Send anything you don't like to the bottom deck. Even the trigger is amazing too. This card is unbelievable. Last, let's look at our tech cards. 3 Nojiko. This card specifically mentions your leader has to be Nami. With only 2 costs, you can bounce a 5-cost character back to hand. It's very useful. 3 Charlotte Pudding. This is the only card in the game that can force your opponent reshuffle their cards. It is very good against decks like Enel, who would like to save a lot of cards on their hand. 3 is probably overkill though, we should only run 2 of this. 2 Slave Arrow. You bounce your Hiyori back with this card and also gain 4k counter. Very good combo to use. 1 Flame Split. I also run this card in my yellow category deck. In similar fashion, this card won me so many games by either resting opponent blocker or giving your leader extra 1k power for the whole turn when defending. You essentially make your leader 8k for the turn when defending with this. Really good card. Now, with the meta slowly changing and more aggressive decks like Red Zoro and Bella Betty coming out, I will be doing some small changes to prepare for the next flagship tournament. As for now, there isn't a lot of good 6-cost target for me to bounce with Jozu, so I'll be replacing Jozu with Nami. Cracker is not that reliable too, so I'll be removing the set and slot in a 0-cost event and Kaponi Beiji for defensive trigger. Depending on the meta, if there are a lot of green-purple Luffy, I will tech in Gum Gum Red Hawk 2 to counter Sanji and Pudding, as this card KO original cost of 5, so they can't protect their Sanji Pudding with a stage card. So here we are, my complete deck list for OP11 Nami. I really enjoy this deck, so I'll try my best to test everything and make it as good as it can be. If you have any ideas how to improve this deck, let me know by commenting down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace!